Hello friends, welcome to our channel. My name is Balram Prasad and I am working with Microsoft as a senior software engineer. And today I am going to do a demo on how we can analyze and visualize data using PySpark and Spark SQL into Azure Synapse. Okay, so this is my subscription and where I have created Azure Synapse, and with along with Azure Synapse we have a storage, and this storage is data lake Gen 2. I have created Gen 2, and we can see the hierarchical namespace is enabled for Gen 2. We can see how to create a Synapse and data lake in another video on this channel itself. And for the demo purpose, I have uploaded some of the files here into the files in sales order. There are CSV files. Now let me go and let me open the Synapse Studio. So once Synapse Studio is open, this is our home page where we can see multiple options. We have explained in another video all these details about page and whatever different options are there. If we go into manage section right now, we have a built-in server SQL serverless attached, but we do not have anything into Apache Spark pool. So let's create one new Apache Spark pool. Okay, and we will keep that node size 3 minimum and 8 is maximum, and the node size will be there medium and 8 cores with 64. Let's create. It will take some time to create this one. It is deploying right now. So if we go and see, there are additional settings also that we can confirm that whatever different packages we want to give that one session package we want to enable or not, all the details we can give see from here while creating. We can give the more details, and later also we can update this Spark pool settings. From here also we can update. If you see this one successfully deployed, we can go and we can update configuration here from this place also. And there is one place we have also that where which RG which we are deploying, there is a resource type Apache Spark pool. From that place we also can go, and if we want to upload any new packages or anything, we can go and we can select the different packages which we wanted to upload and find that one, and it will work. We can update also Spark configurations if you want to see the details about configuration. Right now there is no configuration. We can see the details from property and other things, so we can use these details. And scale also, a scale setting, if you go and see that scale setting we have modified 3 to 8. We can go multiple whatever details 200 node till that we can go, and depending upon all the caching and other side we can supply that one. Let's come back to our Synapse Studio, and when we go to linked services, because we created our storage where the data is kept, and with the same time when Synapse is created, because this is primary account, so it has all the settings in the linked services, that whatever details about this path and all the settings and all the permission is assigned to on that one. But we can check other video for that purpose, that we have that place, that how to assign the SPNs or manage the identity, all the details which we have. So now let's go into our developed section where we are going to write some notebook, and we can have different option, but we are going to use the notebook. And notebook, let's put the name, and we have Spark and SQL demo. We can do this way, and let me attach with pool Spark pool. And here we can specify the language, main language of this notebook. But notebook generally we can use magic commands also, and we can write different languages in different cells into notebook. That concept is still supported here, so we can go ahead and see. So let me try to use some of the command over here. So here we have to supply our path for this demo. I have this path, so let me go ahead and let's grab this name, and because I have kept the same file container over there inside this, if we go into this one, file container and path is sales in order and all the file, that is why this file path and other things are same. So if I run this one, because it is running first time, it will start our Spark pool. It will take some time, maybe couple of minutes, but after that we will write some more codes and more notebook sales, then it will be faster. We can see that. So essentially in this line, if we see, we are saying that this is going to be in this cell into PySpark, and we are saying that the Spark will go ahead and read and load this file from this path and display that into this cell, and limiting the 10 only, so the 10 records. So that is what essentially it is going to do. And this df is data frame. So this is PySpark data frame, which we are going to do right now. Now Spark is ready with all the cluster nodes and other things. Now it is in ready mode. Now it is waiting to run all this, and then it will take, it will bring that output, and we can see it here. So now if you see, it is changing into running in couple of minutes, or it is less than 1 minute, it will show. Because this is not huge file, so it should not take now much more time, so it will come. Job execution is progress. We can see more details about how the job is broken in stages, and how the different executor are running on this label, and we can see the details. We can see it from here also. We can go into monitoring tab, and we can see what is happening, how the Spark is doing all the details. Spark is breaking this code into multiple jobs, and how it is reading the input data, what will be the output data. And if we are not liking this page, then we can go into, if we go into this section, it gives that Spark UI also option. We can go and see into a Spark UI if we are very much comfortable with Spark related UI and other things. So we can go and see that how this job is broken into stages, and what are the different executors are trying to run all the details. We can see over here from here that how many VMs are there and what details are there. We can see more details from this place. So right now, if you see, all this is loaded, all the 10s records has been loaded and displayed over here from that file. And we can see that this cryptic naming convention about that schema, because CSV, this has CSV file, and we can go and see that one CSV file, what is the details over there. So there is no schema on that first row, so we do not have any header files, schema or column names into that one. That is why it is being displayed like that. Let's try to run another code. So right now, if you see, we have given this name as a specific path, but if we have multiple path over there, multiple file over there, how we can run? So we can pass that star parameter over there, and say that, hey, go ahead and read every CSV inside this folder. We can definitely do from here also that, okay, so from sales, go ahead and run every folder, every file, the star we can put into folder also. That way it will go and read all the files, and it will do. So if there is a schema in that file, then we can simply put that detect the Spark, that okay, auto detect header file, and it will detect that one. But in this case we cannot put header equals true. So there is option for here also. If we say header equals to true, right, let's try this way also. But because there is no header, it will take the first column, this is the first row, or it will display as a header. But that is not correct, because there is no header in the file. So certainly that is not going to help. So how we can impose that header on the runtime, right? So we can write some different code for that one. Let me put that code like this, that hey, go ahead, and this is PySpark, import all the details, and this is my schema will be there, that hey, this is the first no is sales order, this is string type, integer type, date type, all the details, and go ahead and read from here and impose this one. We have said that hey, schema is that whatever schema we are passing, that is the schema. So let's run this one. And now we can see that schema has been imposed from that one, whatever details we supplied, sales order number, sales order line item, date, and other details has been imposed, and this looks pretty fine, right? Okay, now moving ahead, let's see what we can do more from here, right? So if we go ahead and if we want to print the schema, now what is the schema for that one? We can definitely print that one, and it is displayed that it was the sales order detail number, whatever we have passed in this column, sale. Now think that we have to now analyze this one and do some more operations over here, right? So we can go and say that, hey, this is I'm going to take only customer name and email into different data frame, and then I'm going to print that count for that consumer and other details. So let's try to run this one, right? So right now, if you see, I have not passed the magic command, but this is by default language is PySpark. It is detecting and running this one. So it has taken only two field using data frame, and it has printed all the details from the details, right? So if we see this one, so it printed consumer count, it distinct consumer count, and this all the details, three it has printed. So first is here, and the second is here distinct, and then display command has printed here all the distinct one. So this is how one way we can run that in analysis, and we do that filter, how we can do filtering on the data frame. Let's see that some more example of this one. So right now we have done only selected couple of columns from that row, right? We might need to filter row basis, right? So we can, if we are using that data frame, then we can select the columns and then put that where clause and say that, hey, if item equals to row 25 red and 52, then only do. There is a column for that one, right? Let's see that one. This is that item number columns which we imposed. So we are putting the filter in data frame that, hey, go ahead and run the where clause and put this one, and then print on that whatever we have printed. Similar thing, we just wanted to print the now consumer count is 133, and this one, and they are the count where their road is these details, the item. So that is one way to do analysis, that if you want to run that one using data frame. So there are multiple way we can have simplified version of this one using a Spark SQL, if we are comfortable with that way, or if we are comfortable with data frame way, we can have data frame way also using PySpark. Now let's suppose we have to do some aggregation operations on this one, right? We have to aggregate some data. In this case, we are going to do group by item, and then we are going to do the sum. So let's see how it works. So it is now, it is doing the quantity and based on items. So it is doing group by item, and it is sum of the quantity, it is being displayed, and we can see the details how we can do aggregation using data frame. Let's see if we want to do the order by clause in this one. If we want to put some order by clause, so this is where we are doing aggregation by group by on year basis and order by year, and that's what we are going to do in this line. So it is coming on based on 2019, 2020, 2021, and we know that we have three files over there. That is why yearly file are there, and we can see the details from that. Same thing we can do into a Spark SQL also. So let's do the Spark SQL, how to do these things is using a Spark SQL. So when we have data frame, we can create a view, and that syntax for creation of view, the data frame dot create or replace temp view, and we can say that, okay, create a replace temp view as a sales order, right? We can say that it is going to create a view also, and it will be kind of SQL. Then we will query the SQL way, a Spark SQL way, and then we can see the details. So this time it is running into progress. So this is going to come the data from all the details from sales order table in a SQL way. So we can write that way. Now, if we want to go more details into a Spark SQL, like this one, that same thing which we did in using data frame, that we want to group by with order and then order by with order here. So we can run this one. So if we are familiar and we want to write using Spark SQL, then that is also we can do. And if we want to go ahead with PySpark, then we also can do. This is that magic command we can write into same notebook and we can do all of the things. So that way we did. And then if you wanted to use any MatPlotLib and other things, we can also do that. So let's go ahead and try to see that, right? And if we have data into our team view, we can load this way also in once again back into data frame, that hey, I want to read this way all the details and run the SQL query and load into data frame and then display. So let's go ahead and see this one. So because now it became mix up of query and other thing, that is why it is not able to recognize. But let me fix that quickly. So now it loaded into once again back into data frame, and then we can see that details from here itself using the same method. Now if we wanted to plot this one and into graph, then we can use MatPlotLib from PyPlot, and then we can use the pandas and other details, and we can convert this data frame into pandas, and then we can use this plot bar and other details for using that visualization tools. So let's go ahead and do this one. So it is loading all the matplotlib, and then it is going to generate in the good nice bar, right? So we can see the details. We can go in more details and we can see the different way. Let's see. Okay, let me put into that one. This should not be in this one. So okay, so we can see the details from here also, that we have nice bar plot of revenue by year, right? Let's see some more details. We can go into some more and put some more labeling and other details. So let's try to put it here. It should work here also. Let me try to figure out. Yeah, this is working. That time some copy paste issues was there. So it is figuring out all the details and putting the title revenue by year, and we can see this title revenue by year here also, and that plot label is year. So if you see here, year is also there and the details are there, so we can use that way also. So first line should not be in that comment one, because then it detects that okay, we have put something with magic command, try to put that one. If we see we have put like SQL, so first line we have do not have to put comment. So it does that, and we can see figure size 422 and 0x whatever we are trying to put here. So that line style and other things are coming. So this is how we can also put the details. This is the line start line with two axis is equal alpha. We can put and color, we can play with whatever color we want to play. So we can put all the details by color also, and rotation, whatever rotation we want to put, then we can play with that rotation also. Yeah, rotation. So if you see this 2020 and 2019 and this 2021, rotation helps over there to rotate that text, whatever text we are putting over there. Let's try one more. So this is there are now using this one we can have pie chart also. We can create the pie chart, and this is the simple that pie chart with yearly count, and then we can have set title, and then we can set the legends over there depending upon whatever counts and the details are there. That way we can change this one also. This was using our matplotlib, right? We can use that Seaborn also. So let's use the Seaborn. Let's see. So this is using Seaborn. We can have bar plot over there. We can use that another also. Let's see. The sometime line and space, if we copy paste, that creates problem. So just check that one. So this is the bar plot using SNS. Let's try one more plotting, and let's create with line plotting. This is the line chart, right? This is the line plotting chart we can have. So this is the detail I wanted to show you, that how we can do the filtering, how we can read the data, how we can visualize the data using different chart provided by different packages like MatPlotLib and in Seaborn. We can see that one we can use into inside Azure and Azure Synapse Spark pool, and we can do the similar operation we which used to do into Spark or Azure Databricks. So thank you for this one. Thank you. See you in next video.